What's up, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you. Good to see about 5 or 6 of you out there so far. Definitely appreciate it. Tonight's gonna be my second race or third race actually with these turned down for what, guys? Dover International Speedway is gonna be the place. Concrete Canyon, kind of a Bristol on steroids, if you would. But man, definitely appreciate you for coming out, hanging out. Definitely, looking forward to chatting it up with you. Should have about 23 people right here tonight. Got a few NNR guys, got a whole bunch of turned down for what guys that are running for points. Some guys are just here for some practice, some extra seat time if they got a community race coming up from Dover pretty soon. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what Miles the Monster does by the end of this race. Again, 23 cars. Concrete track, high bank. I think they like 33 degrees, same as Bristol. Again, just a Bristol on steroids. Huge, huge draft track. You really got to lay off getting into the corner, let the car land by either tapping the brakes or just really rolling out of it early and let the car, get through the corners and then try to come off the corners very very hard on the throttle. Watch out that that outside wall doesn't bite you. Big thank you to Morrow Foyt. Thank you very much for the follow, as well as MDC 3369, and then NNR Mama Bear. Thank you very much for the follow. Good to finally see you out there. Pop Bear's had this going on for quite a while. Again, absolutely appreciate it. If you're if somebody else out there is new, please go on up, smash that follow button, hit the subscribe if you can. I do occasionally offer up gift cards to NASCAR.com, Amazon.com, or a diecast to subscribers. So if you subscribe, you got a very good chance at winning a gift card. Again, do them kind of infrequently, but right now I've got 5 NASCAR.com gift cards sitting here, 3 Amazon, and a Dale Jr. diecast. But again, that's for subscribers only. The boys are done qualifying, so they're back in the lobby getting those last-minute instructions from the one and only Papa Bear or any of his admins. It shouldn't be too long before these guys hit the track. I absolutely hope y'all are well. Hopefully you guys are all doing your thing and making sure that you're staying distant, wearing your masks. Take care of your family, and man, it's about to be a lot of fun. Again, 23 guys out here turned down for what it is their. I think this is the third race that I'm broadcasting for them so far, and they usually do a pretty good job. Absolutely looking forward to it. They got about 12 seconds left on the clock, so we should be getting in soon. If you guys want, go ahead and please stand for our prayer, and I'll see you back on the other side.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the RO7 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa. My 2 children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the Little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
All right, we're back at it again. Hey, I tell you what, I love that version. I think that's absolutely pretty cool. So again, in case you weren't here before, it's all about Dover. Got 23 cars. Looks like on the pole is going to be that 48 of NNR Rowdy. Really no surprise there. 2 is outside. You got Robbie Steph in that 20. Then you got the 32 of Optic Goblin with the 17 of Tex Pelt to his outside. 15 car of King Mathers. Then we've got the 41 of Sinapius. The 24 of JR Big Dogs 81. To his outside, going to be the 96 of Marsh Morrow. One car of God power. 47 of Monster Mike. Good to see you, sir. 18 of Dallas. And the 21 of Florida Gator to his outside. Man's got a lot of enthusiasm. Welcome, Gator. 34 of Alpha York. 37 of Highbrow Plot. 13 of JP Big Dogs, the other one. We've got 00 of Unforgotten Shadow. 43 of More Than a Cape. 3 car of Teenage. And 51 of Fatless. We are going to work our way back up front here. And should be the 48. Yep, 48's got a good jump on the rest of the field. Get up and get gone. Guy just got his shifter added to his wheel here recently, and he's able to get up through those gears and get a pretty good little lead. But look at this challenge spot on the outside from this 20 car. He absolutely just sent it. That's going to be the 20 of Robbie Steff. I have no idea how he pulled up to the outside like that, but what a power move by that 20 Toyota Camry. Big move right there. Behind these guys, you got the 17 of Texpel, and you got the 41 and the 24. They were just 41, 24 is actually dropped back a few spots. So how are y'all doing out there? Give me something there in chat. Say hey. Don't be a stranger. I love chatting it up, keeping things interesting. It looks like our first caution is out. A little bit further in the back. See, looks like Fatless Dig kind of got might have got the wrong end of something right there, and he got some damage to that machine. Same as the 3 Ream Chevy Camaro. Looks like Cool Dreams got a piece of that. So Magic Mike, man, or Mike and Ike. This is actually Papa Bear's son. Good to see you out there, sir. I'm actually excited to get back up to these leaders and see how this is all going to work out. So we just saw the 20 get a phenomenal launch and was able to get by on the high side of Rowdy. Now we got the 20 and the 41 to his outside. Again, Robbie Stepp. 41, let's see, 41's going to be, again, Sinapius. Looks like 20's going to move up just a little bit. And it looks like we might have one more issue in the back. Car was definitely down on the apron, but it doesn't look like he made any contact. Where it looks like we're going to, for the most part, stay green. And try to, again, looks like Fatless Dig might be having a problem. We'll have to see if this brings out a caution, if he collects anybody else. Or if... Yep, we're gonna go ahead and back it on down as we were riding along with the one of God power right there. So 2 pretty quick cautions. By now, I can imagine that Pop Bear is in chat, saying, settle it down, guys. Let's get a nice green flag run, and then we'll try to go from there. Again, turned down for what is a fairly new league. Still looking for some experienced drivers, and if you're out there, you're looking for a home. This league usually only runs with about 10 to 15 cars in it. There were a few more added tonight, and we'll have to see how they settle out. But again, one more time. Now it's Sinapius to the inside. The 20 to the out. Then you got the 96 inside the 32 of Optic Goblin. Gotta love that gamer tag. So the 20 got a hellacious start earlier. This time it looks like the 41 might have caught him napping. Here comes the 13 Geico Camaro military paint scheme. Gotta love that camo. Nobody can see him. He's out there. Let's keep on going. A little bit of dive bomb and getting into the corner. That never works. And it looks like we're gonna have another caution. It looks like really coming off of turn 2, where the issue really is. They're getting a little aggressive in the back, and they just need to kind of ride it out. Get a little bit of space between, and then try to get after it. Dukes, yeah. There was an update that gives you the option to change the slider for however you want the draft done, and or whatever kind of draft you want in the race. And when that happened, they screwed up the tires. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Good to see you, man. How are you? No, we saw Rowdy right here in this Ally 48 Camaro. He took the pole earlier. Let's actually kind of keep up with him right now to see what the issues in the back half of the field have been. As I mean, Dover Dover is not really known for being a three-wide track. I think that's why they've been having some problems coming off the corner right there. Not so bad. Again, still trying three wide. 12 is going to kind of get pinched up into the wall. 18, Rowdy's definitely smart to back it off of the corner right there and allow those guys to sort it out amongst themselves. Yeah, man, I can't complain. I'll be getting back on iRacing here. 43 in the Rowdy. 43 went around after some outside wall contact, and Rowdy was able to get on by with very little damage. I'm sure he's thankful for that. But yeah, Dukes, I'll be getting back on iRacing here pretty soon. More and more from NNR are getting on, and there's actually talk of Koei starting up an NNR iRacing league, so that'll be pretty cool. Plus, yeah, I know, buddy. 2 years with HD will do that to you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'll be on iRacing soon, and I'll definitely look you up. Send me your friend request on there. All right, back at it again. It looks like Rowdy decided not to pit that time. Probably pretty smart on his part. But we'll get back up and get going at this again. 48 with the 18 to his inside. Looks like the entire inside row didn't go, so that's going to allow the outside to move up a few spots. 3 got a little bit of that apron washed up just a little bit. Rowdy went ahead and ducked that. Big old field behind him. See that pedigree car again slam that outside wall. You can't be powered down all the way through. You got to give just a little bit. And this is about caution number 5. All right, man. Well, I did not know that. I guess the last time I was on there was when HD ran the 24-hour at Daytona, and that was an interesting 24 hours, I tell you. They all the way through, they were up to what, P5, something like that. At the end of it, the last 2-hour stint, and they went to go past somebody coming off the last corner before they get back onto the racing oval, and the guy just turned right and took him out. So. Yeah, that was my 24 hours at Daytona experience. All right, so back up front, 40 and the 30, 41 and the 32. Again, 32 of Optic Goblin. Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm guessing something happened here. I wonder if Papa Bear has decided to call an audible here. Like they're going to go single file for single file restarts, just as it is in the NNR rules. Very good call, Papa Bear. Good to, good job on your part, sir. Yeah, Dukes, these guys were being a little too aggressive. I can't blame Papa Bear for making this call at all. We'll just have to hope that some of these guys can not dive it real deep into the corner and get going. I mean, guys, yeah. Anyway, back up to the front, riding around with the 96 of Marsh Morrow. Top 3 look like they got a little bit of distance. We're going to still work our way back through the pack here just a little bit. There's the 43 with the 1 of God Power right behind. God Power should have the preferred line. 43 is going to come on down and slam that door shut. A little bit of contact there. 40 cars. Okay, good. Cars ghosted. Yeah, they do. They either look like mini tanks or they look like modifieds. It's been a bit been a bit off. I don't know who it was. I'm gonna kind of go back and see if I can't find out. JP, he ran into trouble. There's that 11, old Mike and Ike. Yeah, but Dukes, NNR runs now on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Trucks are on Tuesdays at 9:30, and then Xfinity on Wednesday and Cup on Thursday. Thursday or 8:30. Definitely hope to see you again there. You should actually, you should pop up in the booth one of these days. It'd be good to talk to you, man. All right, 41-32 again. We're going to try this again on that high side. Next time by the start stripe, I'll go ahead and grab us a lap count. See what we got left in this. I don't recall whether they were doing stages or not. Apologize for that. Everything kind of got rushed along because they were running a little bit behind, but yeah, Amby Bambi. That's pretty cool. Welcome and thanks for coming out. Thanks, follow. Amby Bambi. All right, so as you can see, 41 right now. Sinapius, he is the control car. He's the leader. Got the 32 right behind him. We are going to go back green, back into turn one. Definitely looks like that guy saying about P5 got a little bit of an early start and jumped underneath the guy that was right in front of him. So not quite following what you're supposed to do there and why you're supposed to do it. Again, 32 kind of diving it in pretty deep under that 41. He wants to lead. 41's going to be able to keep him penned down just a little bit and not allow him to get back in the gas, get back on the throttle coming off the corner where he really needed it in order to try to pass that 41. So good job by him. Back again a little bit further. One of God Power right around mid-pack. Here's the 47, a Monster Mike. Monster in that 47. He's about tail end Charlie. Got just a couple cars behind him, but he might be just hanging back, allowing any other issues to happen ahead of him, where he's still got some time to back it off the throttle. 3-car goes a little too much and ends up into that outside wall. Either didn't set the nose by tapping the brake or didn't let off the gas early enough, as he's now all over the back bumper. This 18 of Dallas. 21, Florida Gator. Car again behind him, slapping that wall just a little bit. That was the guy that was slapping it before and caused a couple of issues. Looks like he's now going to be able to dive on down underneath someone else and keep on rolling. Alpha York here in his 34, allowing the one of God Power to get on underneath. And with this little bit of clean chick around some of these guys, I think we might be finally getting into a bit of a good rhythm. We'll have to see how this works. 37, a highbrow. A little bit of contact there with the car that was underneath him. 13, a JP Big Dogs. I love that paint scheme. But yeah, Dukes, these tires look ridiculous. They've been like that for over a week now. Unforgotten Shadow. Big thank you to this man, by the way. Shadow, if you go back and watch this, man, I absolutely appreciate that die cast. Went well with the other Dale Jr. cars that I have. Got it put in place right with those, and man, definitely appreciate that. The Dale Jr. Darrell Waltrip throwback, the Mountain Dew colors, absolutely. All right, gonna keep on going through. 3-car, a teenage. Looks like right now he is all the way in the back. 51 of Phallus. Phallus is a driver that I'm riding along with, and as he comes off of 4 right there, I'm gonna go ahead and grab us a lap count for everybody. Phallus is a stable and one of the admins in the American Ethanol series. or community rather. They've got 163 laps, so no stages, all out racing here with turn down for what? After those first few cautions now, looks like everybody's got a little bit to deal with. Every now and then you're catching somebody, double wide, but able to really work it out and keep it moving. Yeah, week and a half. There's 14 of NNR Papa Bear. Papa Bear again is the community owner for Turn Down for What. Again, a very new league. They definitely got some drivers that are still pretty green, but they do their best. Got to give big old shout out to Papa. God's Warrior back here in this deuce, right ahead of the 24 and behind the 24. Can't mistake that one car with the monster emblem on the front. That's the one of NNR GP or God Power. Here is that 48 Rowdy, silently moving his way up on through the field. Rowdy's restarted. 2 cautions ago on the tail end Charlie. He was all the way in the back. Now trying to challenge right here for about P6. 15 was to his outside, so he couldn't get back in the throttle. And he's been doing a pretty good job. We'll have to see how he continues to try to work his way through the field, either on fuel strategy or if he's just going to be able to get it on raw speed. Dukes wants to see where old Pacey's at. Let's see if we can't catch up to that one. There's that one of Gar. God Power right now still has that 2 car behind him. 2 car in front of him, rather. Nope, that's not the worst car. Yeah, but there's a pretty big gap between God Power right now and the front pack. They are definitely quite a ways up there. Or actually, I take that back. This is the battle for the lead. Never mind. Yeah, so absolutely, Dukes. Cheering on God Power to try to take that lead inside the 32. They're going to come off side by side. A little bit of contact there. I don't think God Power meant that. Otherwise, he could have allowed himself to wash up just a little bit more. So God Power's going to go ahead and take that spot and keep on going. Absolutely, Mama Bear. I'll actually go ahead and find old Mike and Ike for us right now. There's Mike running that Matco Tools number 11 Toyota. Looks like 1, maybe 2 cars hit that apron. Let's see. Good job by Mike. You actually see the car kind of checking up right there for just a second. And as most of the cars were on that bottom line off the track, I'm guessing the game felt it necessary just to go ahead and, nope, never mind. Caution's out. So after that decent little stint, now we'll call a caution one more time and get a chance to grab a beverage. I'm going to do the same thing. Very quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, for anybody out there that is a subscriber right now, we are back live. I want to give you a big thank you for actually subbing to the channel. This is the additional content that you get while everybody else is out there under commercial break, waiting it out, keeping an eye right now with that 48 of NNR Rowdy up here in P4 and really trying to dig, trying to get after it. Thank you for everybody else that just came back from that commercial break. You only missed about a lap, but definitely want to thank you for continuing to hang out and keeping up and chatting up. And let's see. Yep, caution's out. That's right, Dukes. Dukes, if you joined a little bit later, if you've got Amazon Prime and you've got Twitch, well, obviously you've got Twitch, but if you merge the two together, you get a free month of, one free subscription to any channel of your choosing per month. I went out and as I promised all last year, whenever I got my first Twitch check, I was gonna pay it forward. Well, I went out and I got 5 NASCAR.com $10 gift cards. I got 3 Amazon.com gift cards, and I bought a Dale Jr. diecast that I'm going to be giving away to subs. So, man, go on up, make sure you smash that sub button, and if you got Prime, it won't cost you anything. You keep in the know, and you might even get something out of it yourself. I definitely appreciate your support, not only here keeping up with me, but, man, Coey still has that message on the NNR website. Definitely appreciate everything that you did to get that website launched just, 2 years ago now. Duke's the man with the plan. All right, back to single file, what you'd call a modified restart. I'm going to kind of work my way inside. There we go. How's this? Right around with the 41 of Sinopius. We'll see if we can't keep that, and see if anybody goes ahead and jumps that. Oh wow, really? I didn't know that, man. Holy crap! I thought that was kind of like a one and done kind of thing. I didn't know you had to constantly pay that. Wow. Send me a DM, Dukes, and let me know what that is monthly, please. I think you follow me on Twitter, right? Or I think I follow you. Or just send me a whisper here on Twitch, whichever you prefer. Right now, a little bit of a battle for the lead. Got the double O with the 1 of God Power. 2 is outside. 1 looks like he's going to be able to really keep up that high side momentum. Just trying to diamond it out just a little bit. Should have a pretty good run here off the corner. In fact, he does. Double O really move to the inside in order not to possibly get hit by that 1 when he saw him bounce off the wall. So move the 1 of NNRGP to the front. That'll make old Mr. Dukes happy. Now you see that 48 of Rowdy. He's lurking back there in old P3. And we continue green. Let's go back to the field here just a little bit. Catching up with Alpha York behind that 13. Again, Alpha running the KBB colors. Yeah, Dukes, I really thought that the website was kind of like a one and done thing. I did not know you were paying for that every month. You're a hell of a good guy, Charlie Brown. All right, but still going through. There's that double O of Unforgotten Shadow that you just saw battling with God Power. Now it looks like God Power might have had an issue as the leader and allowed Unforgotten Shadow to get back on by. In second, now the 48 of Rowdy's moved up in third place. Looks like this teal-blue car going to go ahead and try to find him right quick. All right, so that third place is going to be the 15 of King Mathers. That's a pretty neat looking scheme. Well, dudes, if I can help with that, let me know, please. Sincerely, let me know. Yeah, Ferret Man, how are you? Yeah, tires are still glitched out, unfortunately. Um, the first race that I noticed that was a race at Dega, and you want to see these cars going 207, 208 miles an hour down the back stretch at Dega, where the wheels are popping out like that, and they look like they're just gliding. They look like modifieds, whereas Dukes just said just a little bit ago, um, they kind of look like tanks. I agree. They're rocking back and forth the same as, yeah, man. It's unfortunate. All right, so I'm gonna guess that that old one car God Power is starting to get pretty tight and not able to keep it down, not able to really move, or maybe he's done some math in his head and he's saying, you know what, if I back it down, conserve a little bit of fuel, maybe I can go all the way. Maybe cut out an entire pit stop. We'll definitely have to see how that works out. And Geico military Camaro thing looks. I just love this paint scheme. Oh, 12, man. Uh, I'm guessing maybe the 12 just split out. Not 100% sure, but that's kind of what it looked like. 43 and the 32 here side by side. 43 again, more than a cape. Speaking of more than a cape, guys, might as well bring this up. Y'all continue to see that scroll across the bottom of your screen with that Chase Elliott Universe car on the bottom left. Well, Cape has actually gone to NASCAR.com and purchased that car. It'll be delivered in late December or early January. And if I'm going to go ahead and put a link out there in chat. If you want a chance at that car, all you do is go to the link, and for $5 you get one entry. For $10 you get 3 entries, and this is all to support pediatric cancer families. You see the commercials on TV for like St. Jude's or Ronald McDonald House and whatnot, where they say families never get a bill. They worry about food. They don't have to worry about lodging, things like that. Well, the charity that is built here, it's a 501(a) or 3C or something like that, and it's all to help support those families. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in there right now. And if you go on over, I've done it already. At last count, I think there was almost 150 raffle tickets sold. So it's going to be pretty good. And I think from what Cave said, he's going to try to get Chase Elliott to sign the car. So just like you saw in Victory Lane at the All-Star race in Bristol, where Chase Elliott had it nose first into the inside wall, really burning it down, and you saw the underglow of the car. Well, guess what? The die cast lights up just as much. So go on over, smash that link, go to the site, put your $5, put your $10, whatever you want, and really give towards a great cause. Nobody wants to see children suffering, and it's an unfortunate matter for a lot of families, and we all try to do every bit that we can. But again, Cape is going to try to get the die-cast signed. It will be awarded during the championship race from the XLCT tournament that's been going on, where just about every preset league has taken part at one point or another. When it all kicked off, it was originally called the FFL, and there were 42 leagues that took place. 42 different leagues, all the way till almost the end, when it had to go through a little bit of a rebranding and it almost restarted. I'm sorry, not almost restarted, but it was started back up where it was left. The one and only Dohar and a few of his buddies, Ford Tough, that had started off with FFL. He's still there, Fry Dog. So big shout out to those guys for picking it up and moving forward with it. But on Saturday night, I've got the NAOR, which is run by the one and only J-Pot, part of the NNR Cup Series, as well as OMA. And then in the other semifinal race, it's eSpark versus SXRL. So both matches are going to be very well contested. And then once we find out who wins those two races and they face off in the championship race, at the end of that race is when that die cast will be given away. So you're probably only looking at about maybe a week and a half. And then once that is shipped out to Cape, he's going to get it on out to the raffle winner, and it'll be done right here on my stream. So definitely make sure you go on up, smash that follow button after you, either before and or after, so you know if we call your name for that die cast. Yeah, that Universe car was pretty cool. Really looks like that 12 is continuing to try to stay out of the way up in that high line. He's done a pretty good job so far. I got to give him a little bit of credit. Here's the 9 car, a Hero Bobby. Next time by, again, I'll go ahead and grab a lap count. We definitely got to be under that 100 lap remaining mark. A little bit of contact there in the bottom. 9's going to go around 12. He also looks like he got into the corner a little fast, and looks like it was just actually the caution coming out. So not bad. We got 119 laps before this caution. That'll knock 3 laps off, and then we'll get ready to go back green again. Definitely want to say a big thanks to Stulu, Sputter, Skitty, Fat Man was taken, NNR Mama Bear, Morrow Lurks, Key Blade Master, Iron Fox, Get Affiliated, Ferret Man, Demonic, and Salvish, Ambi Bambi, and of course you Dukes for hanging out, keeping me company, and yeah, definitely appreciate it. And I'm going to guess that maybe, all right, no, they're actually going to go back single file. So it looks like Pop Bear's not going to take any chances. Liked what he saw right there with that pretty decent sized green flag run. And I would imagine by the amount of cars that I started to see getting loose that they were probably getting pretty close to a green flag pit stop. So we'll see if we can't get there this time. That would definitely be something interesting to watch. So he was able to get it woed up in time and bring it on down pit road. Right now, the 15 car, King Mathers, is a control car. 48, a Rowdy behind him. Then you got that 11, I believe that is. And ladies and gents, we are back under green going into turn 1. Math 48, 11, and that one of NNR GP. Well, congratulations, Bambi. Congratulations. Actually, let's catch up with that 11, and we'll take a hot lap around with that with the guy. There he is, old Mike and Ike. All right, so yeah. Once we get to the start stripe, y'all go ahead and just crank up. and we'll actually run a couple laps with the guy. How's that sound? Go ahead and crank it up. If caution doesn't come out first. Nope, caution's out. So we'll save that. Take a quick drink of something cold. Anybody out there that's looking for a league to run in? Again, this league is looking for anybody experienced that wants to come out and hang out with a bunch of guys. Normally the field isn't this long, this large. Normally it's only 10 to 15 people, and they have fun with it. So if you're out there looking for a league just to have fun, but yet somewhat competitive, come on out. This isn't the average size of their field. So back at it one more time. 15 with the double O, and we're gonna go single file one more time. So while we're doing that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to work my way back to that 11 one more time. There he is in that Mac Tools Camry, right behind the 8. And what's he got behind him? He's got the 48 of Rowdy behind him. So this will be interesting to see if he's able to hold off Rowdy. Rowdy's been pretty quick, been battling for the lead. I'm going to guess he's the one that came in for tires. So let's see. Actually, back under caution again. Something must have happened. Or it could be that they were still at a pace speed after the game had released them, so it put them back under caution. So they'll have to be sure to get back on the throttle and maybe take a little bit faster of a pace lap. There we go. Back with the 11 of Mike and Ike, and we'll see what we got. Yeah, cautions during cautions. It's not a very common thing. They might have just been going slow enough to where the game thought there was a problem. Trying to get back to single file, but we'll set them back free here in just a little bit, and we'll get back moving. Again, up top, you see the 15 of King Mathers, and I thought that was Rowdy behind him, but it almost looked like the 48 up top, sitting in P2. All right, if we keep it going here with a green flag, we'll definitely see. We'll like I said, we'll take a couple hot laps around the place with this 11 and see what we can get. Y'all go ahead and get prepared to crank up those speakers and get ready to turn them loose. All right, coming up off 4 at the start stripe. Crank them up. Yeah, he definitely got shoved into that one. That was pretty unfortunate for Mike, but he'll rebound. There's still quite a few laps to go, and coming hard off the corner. All right, I thought maybe there was a caution out. It also looks like he might be a little tight getting in, or just running the corner a little hot. Might have to back the corner up just a little bit to get that car down. It just looks like he's running in the throttle a little too much. But let's go ahead and work our way back around through the field a little bit. Looks like the 12 of, look, you're dead. Yeah, no, not really. 12 was dead up along that high side wall a couple of times. But here he is now on pit road, going to try to either free that up or tighten it up maybe just a little bit. Amby Bambi saying that the 11 is overheating. All right, so yeah, that would explain why he's going down pit road right now. Maybe took a little bit too much tape. Very unfortunate for the 21. Definitely going to go at least 2 laps down, but there's still quite a ways to go. And in fact, as Fatless Dig goes across the start stripe this time, 97 laps remaining. There's all that 14 of Pop Bear. He just kind of split a couple. One was up by the wall. The other was down in the grass. So good heads up move by him to keep an eye on those guys. Make sure they didn't come back up on track or come down track. Here is that 48 of NNR Rowdy. You see way up ahead of him. You see that 15 of King Mathers right now. He is still your leader, trying to do all he can to keep that train behind him. Yeah, you never want to wreck yourself or wreck off of somebody else's. If you're going to wreck it, by your own mistake or something like that, but. And we've seen a few cars get stuffed into the wall, getting loose off of the corner, like Rowdy kind of fishtailing there a little bit. But, yeah, it's definitely not something that you want to see. .32 of Optic Goblin now behind that 48. 48 still he's still being patient with that 41, trying to see when he makes a mistake to really lay that hammer down there. There's his opportunity right there. A couple guys up in front of him got together. Looks like we're going to stay green. And this 18 just came up on track right in front of everybody. That's going to bring the caution out. 18 car. Dallas, my PB. Negative, Ghost Rider. You need to stay down. Possibly, but the caution timer didn't come up until after that happened. So yeah, anything's possible. Dukes, just like HD, sometimes we just wing it. Man, I miss seeing you on track too, buddy. I really do. You should come on back. You really should. I think right now in the NNR Cup roster, there's 31 or 32. It'd be good to see you back on track, man. All right, got a single file. Everybody back out again. Again, because Rowdy took the pole at the initial start of the race, it always kicks me back to him. By default, so he's sitting right about P8. So everybody, I believe, would have gone down right there, grabbed 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, fill it up with just enough gas, and away we go. See the 48 diving to the inside of the 41, taking care of that spot pretty early. Again, everybody on new tires, they feel like Superman. They've got the best speed. And he's got to try to hold the line down low and move on. What a move by that 20 to get around the 47. He did the same thing to Rowdy earlier. He was able to pass him on the outside coming off the corner. So this 20 steers very, very well off the corner. Must be on a pretty high preset in order for that to happen. And it looks like we've got a caution yet again. Dukes, I believe that they are running. I believe that they're running normal cautions. All right. So as you see, we're back and getting back into a good old single file line. I believe that they are running normal cautions, and yeah. So you're trying to sell you some Brussels sprouts. Like, okay, so I guess commercial came up for you. Not a bad time for a commercial. All right, green flag's back out. It's still the, I believe it's still going to be the 15 of King Mathers up front. And yep, there we are. So we got the 15 of King Mathers, one car of God Power. There's the double O trying it out underneath the 32 right now. 32 is going to get a pretty big jump into the corner, give a hell of a shot to the back bumper, the one of God Power. That's going to propel him up to be door to door with the 15 of King Mathers. Second and third now also door to door. So first two rows are looking like we just went back green. Forget about that single file race. I want to get back to battling. Looks like, Rowdy's going to try to move on up inside the top 5, get underneath the 24, really hold that bottom line all the way through. 15 still keeping that high line buzzing. 32 is holding that bottom line pretty well. Make sure that he doesn't wash up into the double O. Double O now is going to move up a little bit just in front of the 24. 48 still hugging that bottom line, trying to get the run off, but when you're pinched down on that close to the apron here at Dover, you really can't get that launch. But yeah, pretty good fight by those guys up front. And it looks like we are slowed down one more time. Absolutely a great fight back by the 15. I mentioned a little bit ago that this channel is normally the home for NNR. The trucks on Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday is 8:30 Eastern with the Xfinity, and then 8:30 also for the Cup guys on Thursday night. Definitely hope to see everybody out here in just a couple days. But tomorrow night, I've actually got the eSpark Series. They are probably the best league in presets. A whole lot of Pro League drivers actually run in that league as well. And they're actually going to be at Michigan. So that's going to definitely be one to watch. A lot of fast cars. I'm pretty sure that they're running a full field. So you're talking about 38 drivers around that track. So it's going to be a good time. Yeah, King Mathers is absolutely a solid racer. He actually Stout Whiskey battled him hard for the American Ethanol Summer Series Championship, and he was able to beat Stout in that race. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Levin. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. It was good to keep up with you for a while. Definitely had some compliments on that paint scheme, that Matco Tools paint scheme you had going on there. Sorry that you're out and you're kind of watching it with us, but welcome aboard, sir. All right, so now it looks like the one of God Power has finally been able to get on up there and take over the lead. Now he's got the 15 of King Mathers right behind him. Again, 15 of Mathers. He did win the American Ethanol Summer Series Championship by a pretty slim margin. beat Stout Whiskey at Charlotte Motor Speedway for that championship, and doing a pretty good job. Mathers also runs in the NNR Cup Series this year, right along with Alpha York and several other new people. .48 now, trying to look inside the 41 of Sinapius. Sinapius came on down just a little bit. Don't think there was any contact there between the two. But I think the 48 was able to check up just up in order for hit that nose not to get clipped. Yeah, we saw you, Mickey. We saw you get shoved into that corner and whatnot. Very unfortunate, but you'll carry on, sir. You'll be all right. There's our leader right now. Again, God Power right now pacing everybody behind him. 15 to King Mathers. And it looks like everybody behind him now is pretty spread out. So he doesn't really have anybody right on his back bumper. King Mathers is close, but not that close. There you see a pretty good view of the field that's right behind him. .47, a Monster Mike. Another NNR driver that decided to come on out here and get a little bit of track time. It looks like that car might have spun all by himself, so I don't think the caution will come out for it, but it definitely had a good view from behind Monster Mike. And caution's back out with 70 laps remaining. Looks like another retiree, 37, a highbrow plot. JP Big Dogs right here behind the 48 Allied Camaro for Rowdy. I'm going to line them back up, and I will be right back, guys. Well, I was talking, but I never unmuted myself. So, yeah, definitely a little bit of lag there. Sorry about that, guys and gals. Yeah, let's stack this up one more time. Definitely some. The servers have been pretty well known to have some issues here lately. So hopefully we can get back to it. Robbie, good to see you out there as well. All right, so back again with the 48 Ally machine for NNR Rowdy's got the 8 car 2 is inside, sitting all about P8. So let's kind of work our way back up through. Again, I'm sure they'll take a pace lap to get back into single file. Right now, it looks like it's going to be the 24 JR Big Dogs. He's going to have the lead, 41 right behind him. All single file one more time. Back to the 96 of Marshmallow sitting in P3. Coming through 1 and 2. Everybody just filing in. One of God Power definitely he had an issue right there. So Duke's is saying that God Power is the one that lost it and collected the field, huh? All right. Silent, what's happening? Good to see you out there. Thanks for coming out, sir. All right, so definitely didn't look like everybody waiting until they got to the line before they went. They all just went at one time. They went double file there pretty quick. 43 and more than a cape, a little bit further in the back. Again, guys, I'll go ahead and post a link for that diecast you see scrolling on the bottom of your screen. Again, all proceeds go to morethan-a-cape.org to assist families that are having to deal with a loved one being treated for pediatric cancer. Go to morethan-a-cape.org, read up on TJ's story, and then smash that link. And again, it's one raffle ticket for $5, 3 for 10, and we might be sending you that diecast. That yes, it actually glows just like the real Chase Elliott car, and any help would be absolutely appreciated. 3 car having an issue, and man, I don't know who that was that went up into the wall after him, but yeah, same car from earlier. He could have stayed down low instead of going up and trying to smash that 3. I think maybe the 12 was just looking for a caution, but yeah, not happening right there anyway. 14 of Papa Bear. Got a couple cars behind him a little bit further back. God's Warrior. Again, riding this 2, looking to the inside of the 18. Should have the run coming up off the corner. Didn't really look like the 18 smacked the wall at all. Couple cars, 47 down low, 43 of Cape up high. They definitely made a little bit of contact. One is going to stay down. I don't think that's going to bring out the caution. Nope. It looks like the 2 cars still full throttle. No, 3 wide will not work off of any of these turns here at Dover. The turns are just too narrow. Somebody has to let up or somebody's going to go around. Looks like that was that 3 car. He's going to try to make his way down pit road right there. Riding around right now with the 20 of Robbie. Here comes the 15 to King Mathers. 2 is inside. A little bit of slight contact. Good job by both of those guys to really hold it down. 48 is going to try a little bit of a side draft, try to get back in the throttle as soon as he can. Here comes God Power now. Again, all cars coming off the corners where these passes are really being made. Looks like the 48, the 1, and the 15 all really turned very well. Now 32 is going to try the 20 down low. Also, it's just been one big freight train, one car after the next, and they've been doing a pretty good job. Now 17 is going to try his hand. 20 is just going to try to find a spot somewhere to fall back in line, but that was an easy 5 positions that were just getting from him in a matter of, 4 laps. So he's going to have to try to rally back and grab those spots again, but good job by him to hold his line. Robbie, very well done if you go back and you watch the stream, sir. Now the 15 of King Mathers giving the 41 a big old shove. He's going to try to duck on down. 41's going to go ahead and slam that door shut. Can't get in there. Can't, try to send it. Going to give him a little bit of a push up off the corner. Maybe try to duck on in. Again, I expect the 41 to slide on in, as he does. Right now, first and second have a little bit of gap. Right back to third. Battle right now is actually for P3 between the 41 and this 15. But don't look now. Here comes the 48 of Rowdy, 32, and the 1 of God Power. Nice little pack battling right behind all that. There we go. Looks like they went ahead and got it singled out. If you want to visit the Turn Down for What website, the NNR website, or any others, please go down, hit the about. You'll see all the links for the different leagues that I broadcast for. You'll see the websites, everything. So, it'd be pretty cool. These guys go out here every week, sometimes more than once a week, to try to put on a show, no matter who is broadcasting for them, and they do their best. Yeah, if you're interested in joining Turn Down for What, like it says above their picture on the bottom right-hand side, go hit that About section. It'll take you to their Weebly page, and just send them a comment. The one and only Papa Bear will get on back to you and set up a time to come on out and test. So right now off of Fatless Diggs stream, which again, I definitely want to give him a big thanks for streaming, to allow me to follow along, keeping up with fuel and all that. But as he comes to the start stripe, they've got 44 laps remaining, and it's telling me that the 24 car is actually your leader right now. So I'm going to catch up with that 24, see what he's seeing. There's 24. And just as I catch up to him, he was just over getting by the 96, and now he's got another line to his inside. He's got 15 of King Mathers, 48 of Rowdy, 1 car of God Power, and the 32. 24 made a little bit of contact with the outside wall. That's going to allow a few more people to come on up and pounce, and they're also going to be able to freight train right on by. .32 got loose down there on the apron, almost collected 24. I think 24 might have been able to give him a little bit of room, but man, I think he's unhappy with the amount of spots that he just lost. Whoa, big wreck right here in front of the 96. That's going to bring out a caution. It looks like someone was able to get on by, as well as the 15 of King Mathers. I'm not sure if Teenage was actually about to go a lap down. I don't think he was up there with that lead pack. I think he was just trying to stay out of the way, and just wasn't able to. All right, so we're racking, stacking back up one more time. They're going to go ahead and set it for single file restart. King Mathers will be the control car. We've got the 41 to his outside, so he's going to go ahead and duck on into P2, and we'll take a pace lap and get everybody back into position. Right along with JR Big Dogs for this restart. He was your leader just before all that, but he definitely had a freight train coming, and they were able to work their way around him. I'd still say we got about 20 cars out here on track, which is a pretty decent sized field for what this community usually has. Saw one car go around in the early going. I'm going to guess that was because somebody's being a little aggressive and didn't wait until they got to the line. There's 24 pushing his way on by the one of God Power. He's going to be able to take that that spot. Yep, I can absolutely. I can grab us the lap count here in about 5 seconds here, Dukes. Looks like as Fatless crosses the line, we've got 35 laps remaining. 35 laps, so you're probably talking about 20 minutes, give or take, on total race time. We will have the top three up here afterwards to talk to them about their race. No doubt they're all going to say it was pretty eventful. You're absolutely welcome. '24 is now going to go ahead and try to pull what the one just did and kind of get under him. Doesn't look like the one was really able to paint that line. Oh, almost a little bit of contact coming off. Here comes that 00 Hooters machine. He's going to try to get under God Power. It seems like GP is really diamonding out the corner just a little bit, and he's going to try to get back under the 24. 24 really trying to avoid the 41 after maybe some wall contact. And these two are also trying to get at it. And while they race hard, that's going to allow the 00 to get on underneath and get gone. So some pretty hard racing right there. Looks like 34 Alpha York is another casualty of the race. Very unfortunate. And it looks like we are back under caution one more time. Alpha York out there saying that there's lots of lag. We definitely saw a bit of it there. Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. Silent, I agree. 24 was being a little aggressive right there. I don't know if he was overly. I think he was just a bit upset that he got picked up off that bottom line, and a few cars were able to get on by. But now as we get ready to restart, it's going to be the 48 of Rowdy. He'll start in P7. Again, they'll take a pace lap to get back under the modified restart. See how this shakes out. They'll go ahead and take one lap around to fill into the position that they started in. Again, Pop Bear, he's running the rules for turn down for what? The same that NNR runs their rules. So if you've got a bunch of cautions all together and they just can't quite seem to shake it and go green, then they pull this modified restart and try to gain a little bit of separation between the cars. But some of these cars have really been a little early trying to, when they're supposed to be, I believe anyway, that they're supposed to be waiting until they get to the line in order to mash that throttle. But some people have been jumping it just a little soon. Yeah, I gotta agree. A little bit of a jump there by the 48. Was able to get underneath and press on. You see the one to the outside, a little bit of a surge by him. Um, Hopefully he doesn't come on back and mule kick the 20 of Robbie. Robbie's been pretty good, been pretty much inside the top 10 all night long. Haven't really seen any issues out of him. Got a little bit of damage to the nose of that 20, but not too bad. Definitely the guys up high we're fighting pretty hard. We're going to stack them up again. Yeah, for York, that'll happen every time. If you don't pit this, and grab those tires, this place will swallow you whole. Looks as I say that, it looks like Rowdy right now sitting in P4 is going to be the first to go to the back, and unless more people behind him decide to pit as well, at least for tires, maybe not necessarily fuel, as we've only got about 24 laps remaining. I imagine this will be Rowdy's last stop, and he'll try to do what he can. He's been pretty fast, been right up there with most of the leaders, but now he finds himself mid-pack. Again, going to take a pace lap to single file everybody out, and we'll get ready to go back green on the opposite side. All right, get back after it. I think that's the one of God Power out there. It's a pretty monstrous jump. Oh, might have got cooked into that corner a little hard. So that's going to allow the 41 to come up. Wow, 41 and 1 almost made some pretty significant contact, and that's allowing everybody to race really hard. 24 and 17, they're beating and banging just a little bit. 24 is trying to get on back down, but no such luck. We're going to, anybody out there want to take bets on how many green-white checkers we'll have? I'll start at, about 5. Going once, going twice. No lie, Dukes. There was a race that I broadcasted about, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, where the pace car actually did lead the most laps. So, yeah, no lie. All right, so back up front, God Power's will have the lead. 41, he's going to fall back into P2. 17 of Tex Melt, P3. 15 of King Mathers, he's going to fall in P4. Then you got the Deuce, and it looks like behind the Deuce is going to be... Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it right here. 41 has been pretty aggressive on the starts. One of God Power, he's definitely had a couple faults. I'm not sure if he's just kind of lost his way, being out front. And there is definitely a different mark that you've got to hit when you're the leader. Wow, they are hitting the gas right at the exit of 4, not coming to the line. So that is why everybody in the back is being super aggressive, because they figure they've got to make up some time on the leader because he's going early. So 40, one of God Power got a huge jump right there. 41's going to stay right there. There's the 17 of Tex, 15 of King Mathers. You see the 00 and additional company. We're gonna bring out that caution one more time. Yeah, pace car is absolutely up there in laps led. It's gonna be it might be close. Sure, Alpha, if you want to come up, come on up. All right, so let's do this again. Let's see. Once Fatless gets to the line, we got to be in the teens by now. Maybe under 10. We'll have to see. But we're gonna line them up single file again. I definitely look for a whole lot of pushing and shoving in the back. Everybody wants to try to get up there. 11 laps left. So, as some would say, double hockey sticks are in the air, and yeah, we'll have to see how these guys wind it on down.
Hey,
No, I
Pete,
think
got a
we'll
copy?
actually. Hey, Alpha York, how are you, sir?
Good, buddy. Can you send me an invite real quick, or is it too inconvenient?
Nope, I can. Hopefully you're showing online. Oh, you're actually first on my list there. Into game. There you go.
Thanks, sir.
Yep. So yeah, you saw the 48 get a pretty good jump right there, able to take up at least 1 or 2 spots. He's gonna try to keep right on the back end of this Toyota right in front of him, and really try to make his way on up the field as quick as he can. Rowdy is used to being right up where the one of God Power is at. God Power right now has all the clean air, so trying to do everything that he can to hold these guys back. Behind him, they are too wide. Only the top 3 are kind of single file, not necessarily nose to tail, just single file. A little bit of a lag, a little bit of room instability right there, as he's going to go ahead and try to work on underneath the 2 car. Next time by, I believe that we're going to be about 8 laps remaining. 41, a little bit of contact with the outside wall right in front of the 48. 48 has to check up. He's going to have a couple more cars go on by on the inside, and that's going to be the 20 and the 32, I believe. And still hard on the throttle, coming off the corner, going to try to grab the spot back from at least the 41. Watching ahead from the 48, still under green, no caution. See that Fatless Big Machine hard into the inside wall, a little bit further in the back. Rowdy really trying to dive it in. 20 hit the apron after some contact with the 2. That sent him around. We'll have to see if the caution comes out for that. I don't think it will, because he's out of the racing groove, as you see there. Still moving our way through 17. He's still full throttle, trying to catch up to that 1 car of God Power. Doing all he can. That's the 17 of Tex Pelt, 15 of King Mathers right now, running in P3. Still, everybody trying to chase down that 1 of God Power. 17 so far doesn't seem to have anything for him, as he's pretty good getting into and coming off the corners. He's pretty much pretty hard on the throttle. God Power doesn't seem to be making any mistakes right here. We'll have to see if doesn't look like the 15 is going to have anything for the 17. They're going to stay single file all the way for the remaining of this, as we've got 5 laps remaining out here, guys. King Mathers is slowly but surely closing up on the back bumper of this 17. Behind him, you see that double O machine that's been up in the top 10 pretty much all race. Let's actually go ahead and jump on board right now with this 15 as he tries to navigate his way around Tex. I don't know if he can do it. A little bit of pressure now from that blow. Coming up off the corner, 17 surging just a little. 4 laps remaining here at Dover. We'll have to see who at the end, Miles the Monster, is going to go ahead and lift up and perch in that big old hand of his outside. Whose car will be on the trophy come the end of the race. 15 diving down just a little bit, still not enough speed to get underneath the 17. 17 doing all that he can do to protect that line. 15, a little bit of pressure from the double up, trying to do everything that he can do to protect that line. Neither one of these guys really catching the 1. 1 has all the clean air he needs. No lap traffic up ahead that he'll have to contend with. 1 more lap and we'll see the white flag, and from there on out it is checkers or wreckers. And just as I say that, we're going to come to a green-white checker. Caution is out.
Well, Pete, this could really shake things up.
Absolutely.
I think they're all definitely going to be pitting. Definitely pitting. They got to take 4 tires. If they don't, they're a sitting duck.
Well, right now, looking at Fatlis's feed, God Power, so far he doesn't look like he's going to pit. Neither does King Mathers, Tex, Unforgotten Shadow, Marshmallow, Optic Goblin, JB Big Dogs, and other company. Only looks like the first pitter is going to be right about P6, Optic Goblin.
Oh wow,
Uh,
wow.
so we'll have to see. I think God Power feels pretty good about what he might have, but you know what they say about when you're confident, it's what you feel when before you truly understand the situation. So I'll have to see. 17 attacks, one card God Power to the inside, and we're just gonna race it out. No need for that single file restart. God Power might have the preferred line. 17 is out there. 17 is gonna
Ooh.
come on down and slam that door on the one. 17 has all the clean air he needs right now. Two more
Oh, they're
laps.
wrecking. They're
Big,
wrecking.
big pile behind these guys. Whole pile up on that backstretch. You're absolutely right. We're gonna stack them up one more time.
This is some tight racing. '17 definitely got a good restart right there. That's how he got the lead and shut the door. Looked like the 24 got into the wall and his accordion effect all the way back.
Yeah, so with the kind of restart that he got, we'll have to see if God Power stays right there in P2. And 17 was able to get a pretty good launch coming off of 2 and keeping up that momentum. Might have actually been full throttle all the way around, even though he's out there on some pretty old tires. 17 has just as old tires. It'll be interesting to see the way that these guys fight it out. We're about to find out. I'm going to work my way back up to the lead. 17 in the 1, 17 on the low side this time. Like I said, let's see if the 1 can get that real good launch. And so far, they are still side by side, double O, and I think that's going to be the 24 to his outside. He's going to get shuffled out. One car applying all kinds of pressure to the outside of that 17, really trying to keep him pinched down, but the 1 is going to have the launch coming off. Going to move up, try to block the line from the 1. Here comes the double O underneath, and it looks like God Power is going to lose even yet another position to, let's see, work back here just a little bit. That's going to be the 24, so 96 up high, scraping that wall just a little bit. Tries to come on down and block the 24's advance. No such luck. And it looks like this will be the race. I believe they took the white right there.
Yeah, I think that's it, Pete.
But a huge wreck on the backstretch, which blocked the entire track. So it looks like our top 3 is going to be the 17 of Tex, the double O, and the 24 of JR Big Dogs. So, yeah, Tex Pelt, Unforgotten Shadow, I'll be glad to talk to him. JB Big Dogs, Optic Goblin, God Power P5, Cape bringing it home P6, God's Warrior in 7th, JP Big Dog, then Monster Mike, and then Marshmallow. That's gonna be your top 10. Yeah, Dukes, I agree. Wow, that 24. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and back out of this. Definitely thank everybody for that came out and hung out, chatted up, kept me company, kept Duke's company, kept everybody's company. Again, big congratulations to I saw her just a little bit ago. Where excuse me, where'd she go? Where'd you go? Thank you first off for NNR Mama Bear, Papa Bear's wife. She was out here, as well as Amby Bambi. Big, congratulations again, getting engaged to the Papa Bear family. No, big congratulations there. All right, and while these guys take their cool down lap, we'll go ahead and get on over here. Again, guys, if you're interested in running in turn down for what, please go down, hit the about. You look for the turn down for what loading screen, and just hit on that. It'll bring you right to their Weebly account. They are looking for clean, experienced drivers. Now, the field size that you saw tonight is a bit bigger than what you would normally see. I think without some NNR drivers and some American ethanol drivers and a couple more coming on through, um, it really would have only been about 10 or 12 cars. So definitely want to thank everybody that decided to come out and race at almost last minute's notice to put on a little bit more of a race. Would have liked to see a few more green flag laps, but hey, man, when you get a bunch of people together that have no practice together, some people that they don't know how each other races. They're not around these people all the time, so just got to give a lot of credit where credit's due. And as you can hear in the background, definitely got some of the drivers up now into the booth. I see Tex, he's going to be our winner. I see Unforgotten Shadow there. Okay, so JR Big Dogs, it's Pete. You got me, buddy.
Yeah, I got you.
JR, I tell you what, that field was pretty interesting. I'm sure at one point or another you had to navigate your way through, especially in those closing 10 laps with the green white checker restarts. It seemed like you had a pretty good car. Walk us through those last 5 laps, we'll say. Did you pit? Did you not pit? Did you figure you had to stay out? Walk us through your strategy.
No, I just try to stay out, just try to get some track position. But the last 10 laps were definitely hectic. But there's a lot of guys checking up, a lot of 3 wide. I just try to keep the momentum up and try to keep my runs going, and that's about it.
Well, the last race I broadcasted for y'all. You did very well there. I don't have the points up right now. I'm gonna imagine you're pretty good as far as that goes. But man, congratulations on a top 3 in a pretty interesting field. Showing
I appreciate it, Pete.
again why. What's that?
I appreciate it, buddy. I
No,
appreciate it.
you're absolutely welcome, man. All right, Alpha. Do you want to try talking to Shadow? You know that guy. Nope, actually looks like Alpha left me. All right, so Unforgotten Shadow, the man, the myth, the legend. First off, big shout out to you, man. I mentioned it during the stream. I got that Dale Jr. diecast that you sent me, the old throwback paint scheme to Darrell Waltrip. Mountain Dew and whatnot. Man, I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you very much. It's displayed right next to the rest of my junior cars. So starting off, man, thank you, sir.
Oh, no problem, boss man. You deserve it. If anybody else deserves it, they're sadly mistaken.
Well, man, I appreciate it, and like I said, I'm not one that keeps all my diecast boxed up, man. I like to enjoy them and put them out to display. At some point, I'm going to rearrange this room so whenever I am streaming and I've got the camera on, you'll actually be able to see the collection that I've amassed. When I first started, I had just like 3 of them. Now I'm knocking on almost 30. So I've continued to build them up, but I absolutely appreciate you for your contribution. But enough about about that, man. This field tonight, like I was just saying to JR Big Dogs, was pretty interesting. I know I've seen you a little bit further in the back. What kind of strategy did you have to employ to try to work your way up front?
I was just had to be patient. I mean, like you said, there's a whole bunch of people who don't really run with each other. Some people here, some people there, but I just know being patient, and with the laps closing down, people are going to get aggressive and try to drive it in a little bit harder. And if they drove it in a little bit harder, and I saw just enough room, I put my nose in there to where as long as I know I could hold it, so I wouldn't fuck myself, so I wouldn't mess myself up or the person beside me.
Yeah, please keep me out of Twitch jail, okay? No, man. I absolutely get it. It's going to be a while before NNR gets to Dover. Do you think you might have learned anything tonight that will carry over to when we actually get back to this mile track?
I certainly hope so. I'm not really the best at Dover, but I mean, like, and I mean, I'm a fan of watching it, but racing there, I'm actually surprised I finished as well as I did. I'd probably practiced for about 60 laps there by myself in that test session, but I mean, I just went with the best of what I got, and that turned out better than I expected. And there's a lot of fast guys over there at NNR, so I mean, I'm hoping I got a little something something for them.
I have no doubt that you will. Still quite a while again before we get there. Um, but man, great job on E2 again. Thank you very much for the diecast. Looking forward to seeing what you're going to do throughout the rest of the season in NNR. And a big thank you again for coming out at I don't want to say last minute's notice, but definitely want to thank you for coming out to run turn down for what tonight.
No problem. No problem. I appreciate the invite from Papa Bear, and I always love anytime there's an invite to race, and I'm home from work. I best believe I'm gonna jump on the wheel no matter what.
There
But
you go.
no, thank you, and I know I can't even count how many times I always watch your feed. If it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it seems like you're always broadcasting every night. And I'm definitely glad. I always enjoy listening to and watching because you might as well be up in the booth with the guys in real life.
Well, man, I appreciate that, and I think my wife has the same sentiment. You're always on that thing. But I'll actually be back here tomorrow night with the E-Spark Cup Series from Michigan. You want to talk about what a great race that's going to be? But no, I digress. And then on to old Tex Pelt 88. You got your ears on. Well, you might look kind of weird if you didn't, but how you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Good to finally meet you.
You also, man. I tell you what, it's been um, what was run today? 250 laps around this place.
200, I believe.
200 laps. All right. So you were that 17. I was occasionally keeping an eye on where you were placing it. Sometimes you were down low, other times you were up high. It seemed like you were pretty patient when I did catch up to you. And at the end, it didn't seem like you had a whole lot of damage. It Am I wrong, or did you not really get caught up in any of those big wrecks tonight?
No, the number 17 Roush Performance Ford Mustang definitely didn't get caught up in too much shenanigans. If we did, it was in the early 50 laps, but that was a bad call on my part. Just got put in the back of the field and just had to work way through it. Be patient. And it's just like what the other guys said, Jr. and Unforgotten, great drivers by the way. I had no issues with them all night long. Racing around them, I trusted them fully, and that was the biggest thing was trying to come in here, a new league, new set of people, and try to figure out where I stacked up. Didn't even come in with a plan to win. I was just coming in to just run a top 10, maybe a top 5. The idea to win didn't even come about until about 20 to go.
Well, about 20 to go is when it really got interesting. I actually said during the stream, I was like, man, I wonder how many green white checkers we're going to have, because it seemed like the intensity level just went through the roof and everybody was all over the place. That's really when the big massive blocking started. I mean, you could see it was like a wave of cars going towards the inside wall on the backstretch. Not sure if it was just because everybody was really hard on the throttle coming off two, and there was a little bit of contact with that wall. You can't go through these turns at Dover 3 wide. It's just not going to work. And those that figured that out and were cautious, kept their car clean, kept the any grip that they could at the end, and did not have to pit, ended up front. We saw the one car stay out there. We saw the I believe it was the 32. We saw you. I was surprised to see the 48 Rowdy pit. But if you were patient and you took care of your stuff at the end, rather than having to go back into the field where that hornet's nest was going to be, you were able to grab a top finish, and you really The 24 really battled it out hard. I mean, there was hard fighting, or there was a lot of great fighting all the way through at least the top 10. But man, any shout outs to guys out there, anybody that you with some setup info or anything at all?
Oh, oh, dude, if I had shout outs, I'd be here all day. But definitely big thanks to Alpha York and the Midnight Club Racing Series. I didn't get the invite until about 5 Eastern, 4 Central. I was still at work working overtime. Um, Big thanks to everyone who let me race tonight, and bigger thanks to the guys who checked up for me, who were patient with me. The restarts were a little crazy. Definitely very crazy. Um, but yeah, I mean, this was fun. This is my first win in a while, so it's still something to absorb and take it in. And this was supposed to be a one-off, and looks like I may just have to come back next week and see what I can do with maybe a championship run.
Well, Papa Bear is absolutely still looking for experienced and clean drivers to come on through. Just like anybody out there in chat right now, you'll scroll on, hit that about button, and leave a message for Turn Down for What under their Weebly webpage. I'm sure Papa Bear would love to hear from you. If a lot of these guys didn't come out, as they said during the stream, there would have only been 10 to 12 cars on track. Would there have been less contact and whatnot? It's possible, but you know what? You had 23 cars out here that were absolutely trying to do the best they could and put on a great show. Some more aggressive than others, some more patient than they might have needed to, but others were able to get it just right. And you Tex, you were able to call it just right, be at the front, right where it really mattered. And congrats on that. Congrats on that win, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for broadcasting and for putting on a good show. Can't wait to rewatch it later.
Appreciate it. Then I might as well bring in my buddy Papa Bear. Papa, after about the first 3 or 4 cautions, you brought out the old NNR rule of the single file modified restart. I just had one question about that before I let you kind of say whatever you need to say. That modified restart, was it supposed to be go at the line or still go at the restart zone?
I was letting the leader go at the start box, which I probably should have let it go at the start finish line, but I was letting them go at the start box.
Okay. Either way, great call by you, and I was glad to see that everybody in the lobby, whether they actually run for Turn Down for What full time or if they were here as a guest for tonight's race, they all had respect for you to listen to what you wanted and what kind of product you wanted to put on the track. I put it out there that you normally do race in NNR. You call NNR your home, funny enough. And you actually have all of, or most of, the NNR rules in place, including that modified restart. What did you think about tonight's race, sir?
I thought it was good. I mean, we did have a lot of cautions at the beginning there, and then I said, look, guys, if we have 3 more cautions within 10 laps, we're going to have the rest of the race go single file, which happened. So we went to single file, and then we did have a couple good long green flag runs, so I started putting a strategy together and started moving up a little bit when a few started doing their pit cycles, but didn't play out that way because then we started having a little aggressive driving, a couple lags that caused cautions. But all in all, I think it was all right. You know, like you said, we're a new league, trying to bring in new guys to race with us. I just hope everybody don't realize that we're nothing but a caution fest, which we're not. So
no, you're not at all. The last race I covered for you was very much green flag. So no, and I believe that was at Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
We did Atlanta. I don't think we had any cautions there. Yeah, then we did Talladega, and then like I told the guys when it came down to a green, I knew it was going to be a green-white checkered. I said, "Look, guys, it happened at Talladega. We're gonna do it double file." So, and then when it came out to overtime, I was like, "Look, guys, another one. We're not going to have another one, so this is going to be it. You're going to have to do all you can to put on a good show and keep Pete busy."
Oh, trust me, y'all absolutely kept me busy. There's plenty to watch, plenty to go on about. Pop Bear, man, I'm looking forward to the next one. Again, we'll talk about the race next week and how we want to proceed with that. But man, great great job by all, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for all you've done for us, Pete, to help us getting our feet on the ground too, and broadcasting for us. And congratulate all the top 3 winners tonight.
I appreciate it,
Ab-
Papa Bear. Thanks for putting all this together. Repeat, thanks for broadcasting, man. You do a hell of a job.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for putting something on the track that I can talk about. I do it because I love it, man. Sincerely.
All right, y'all
Um,
have a good evening.
Yep, you too. But as for me, guys, that's going to be it. Again, I mentioned earlier that I will be back tomorrow night right about 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll have to see with the E-Spark Cup Series live from Michigan. Again, probably one of the best setup leagues that Heat 5 has to offer. Big thank you again to MDC 3369, Moro Foyt, Amby Bambi. Gotta love that gamer tag, as well as Tex Pelt. Thank you very much for the follow as well. I know a couple of those are part of the Papa Bears stable. But yeah, we will see you back tomorrow night, and then of course on Tuesday with the NNR Truck Series. That's the next time you'll see Papa Bear on track. That's right around 9:30 Eastern Time. Wednesday night with the NNR Xfinity Series at 8:30, and then of course Thursday, all times Eastern. That'll be with the Truck Series, and they will be live from Atlanta Motor Speedway. So hope to see y'all there. Thanks again for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up, and we'll catch you guys again soon.